still talking about it, and not Great Gatsby for some apparent reason. Oh my goodness. Though, let's look at Iron Man 3 in a more analytical sense than what most people think. With Iron Man comes the story of one man's redemption of righting one's wrong. Though instead of facing head-on, he instead manifests himself in a shield and or barrier of insecurity. In Iron Man 3, not really a genius compared to me, Tony Stark, faces off against a terrorist known as the Mandarin, played by Ben Kingsley. Also, we thought. Mr. Stark's home is destroyed by helicopters that for reasons unknown nobody saw coming. Stark survives the attack and then it becomes a tale of revenge. It's pretty obvious that Iron Man 3's story gained inspiration off Hamlet. You see, when Hamlet meets a ghost, he says, "Speak, I am bound to hear." He means that it is his duty to listen to the spirit of his father. Now, in Tony Stark's case, he followed his father's footsteps. The ghost replies that it also is his duty to take revenge. Out thou to revenge, when thou shalt hear. Section 15-7. In Mr. Stark's case, he proclaimed revenge early on in the movie, but refused to listen to the words of the Mandarin and his threats, right to Stark's claim of revenge early on. Stark doesn't even bother to follow his claim and is too busy dealing with Pepper, who is a complete allegory of Ophelia. Once Stark's home gets attacked, he and Jarvis head out to Tennessee, which is an analogy to when the players come to Elsinore. Hamlet asks for a speech, and the first player, which is represented by the kid, delivers a description of the killing of a great man. To Hamlet, it seems like the first player feels more strongly about Hecuba than Hamlet does about his first father. Hamlet then calls himself a coward, and tries to work himself up into the white beat of hatred. Much to Mr. Stark, he gets anxiety attacks due to past events, much like Hamlet. Stark, much like Hamlet in the story, decides that instead of taking revenge specifically on Killian right away, he'll find out the truth. He finds Ben Kingsley not being the true villain, but as a figurehead posing as a false prophet, much like in the Book of Revelations, in which a false prophet was being used under the Beast of the Sea, which was represented in the movie as Killian, and much like the Beast from the Sea, Killian had an injury in which he could barely walk. Cliché or reality? Read the Book of Gonzago. After the battle with Killian, Tony Stark decides to quit the job of crime fighting for a while. When I say quit, in quotation, it means to pay back. In this context, it means to take revenge. Of course, now's the time to do it, but Hamlet doesn't do it, or make any sort of plan to do it, and instead, he agrees to a recreational fencing match with Leardis, which is much prevalent to how Tony Stark was in a therapy session with Mark Ruffalo. Turns out this movie isn't as bad as I thought it would. Oh well, but if I really wanted to see the story of Hamlet, I would go and watch the story of Hamlet. Not Hamlet 2, right? Because that movie was an abomination. So remember, listen to me because unlike you, I'm actually smart. Till next time.